Coucou ma Katia, hello. Hello everyone and welcome. Welcome to this English edition of Cosmic Chai Sundays. I'm so excited. How are you guys doing? Where are you dialing in from? Hello Twisaisa, welcome. I'm doing great, thank you. Melbourne, yes, I love Melbourne. How are you guys doing? What have you been up to today? Melbourne. Is this a sign that I need to go to Melbourne soon? I'm from the desert in Morocco. Oh, how beautiful. I would love to go again to Morocco. If you guys I have a few things I would like to talk to you about today. But if you guys have any questions or any topics on your mind, please share them with me in the comment section, because I'm here for you and I'm here to answer your questions. And yeah, I would love to. I would love to know more about what's going on for you. If you have anything that you would like answers to. And as usual, towards the end, half or end of this live, I will be pulling a few cards for you. Hi, welcome, Ilana's Heart Yoga. Welcome to this live. You're very welcome, Twisaisa. Thank you so much. So let me know if you do have anything. Otherwise, I'll just start on one question that I've been asked quite often, quite regularly lately, and I would love to talk about that. Welcome. So, I don't have any questions at the moment. So, yes, the question that I've been asked very much is okay, Mel, I'll go to your questions afterwards. So how I discovered channeling, like how it came into my life. And because I do offer channeling sessions, I do offer this service. I used to offer 2019 channeling sessions before, so it stopped end of February. And basically, the channeling process is really something like going into trance, connecting to spirits, connecting to the guides, and then receiving messages and transmitting the messages, right? And I've been discovering channeling, actually it was maybe, I would say 5 years ago, something like that, 5 years ago. And 5 years ago, you know, I was going through all this spiritual awakening, and I was interested in so many topics, reading many books, connecting with people online, gathering, you know, information. I was like having some kind of bulimia of information. And what happened was I was also so interested in getting to know people in the spiritual arena around where I was living. I was living in Geneva, in Switzerland, and I was very curious and very fascinated by those healers and those ancient traditional medicine people from the mountains around where I was living. And I first learned about channeling, I think it was Abraham Hicks. It was also Barbara Marciniak. I talk a lot about her, and I couldn't recommend more that if you want to know more about really the mysteries of the universe, about the lost civilizations and everything, go and read her books or listen to the audiobooks, because she's doing really amazing things, and she has a very low key life. Like, she lives lost in the middle of Carolina in the United States. I think she doesn't even have a mobile phone. Maybe she does, but like, she's really secluded, and all she does is really channel the Pleiadians. So I learned about her. I was fascinated about all of this. It really resonated with my heart. It really opened up new doors. And I learned about Abraham Hicks. I learned about Cryon as well, that I follow, that I really love. If you have the opportunity to read The Human Akash, go and buy this book. Barbara Marcignac, my favorite one is Earth. I talked about it, I think, during the last live in English. I recommend it again. Bringers of the Dawn. Like, all of her channeled books are just amazing. And she also does, if you're in the US, she does conferences throughout the year. So she goes from places to places, and I think she's often in Arizona, in all these high vibrational places around the US. So she goes, she tours, and she does, what she does is actually trance channeling. So it's even different. It's actually, she's incorporating spirit, and spirit speaks through her. So she is just really giving her body as a vessel for spirits to really come inside and give the message. So the tone of voice is not the same. The content, the words, basically how it works is that spirit comes inside of the body, or the Pleiadians, or any entity comes in the body, and then uses the existing vocabulary of the person, uses the existing knowledge of the person to actually then be able to spread what knowledge they want to spread to anyone listening. And what really struck me is that when listening to these trance channels, and I feel it now, I feel it in my heart while I speak to you, it's that it's really heart expanding, and physically it creates a sensation of opening. It creates a sensation of being truly like connected to the universe, connected to superior form of knowledge, connected to all the other beings. And it also brings a lot of a feeling of an open-hearted feeling, and also a feeling of things do make sense and things resonate. And why is that? It's because every word is chosen and put together to create this vibrational information that is transmitted. So when you listen to a trance channel, or when you listen to a channeling, when you are attending those events, so even listening to audiobooks, you receive so much, because all the information comes at a vibrational level into your system. And so I was listening to those things, and I was feeling the shifts, and they were talking about all these things that you can activate within yourself just by the power of intention. Really fascinating. So I was like, oh my God, my dream would be to channel. How can I channel? How can I do this? I need to meet people who do that. Do I have people around me in Switzerland that are channeling, And it came to me. Okay. I will log out. Okay. Now it's good. Sound again. Yay! Woo! Sorry for that. So, great. So I was talking about this lady, yes, and her channeled messages, her book. So all the concepts really were going so much deeper than everything I had known before. And I was like, oh my God, I want a session with her. And what she does is she does trance channeling as well, but in a very intimate way. So that means you come to her place and you go into her working room, you sit down, and you can already feel the energy, you can already feel the tension in a room, because this is an appointment that you made as a soul with your guides to meet them before this incarnation. You had decided to have a meeting with them, and that's how they explained that to me. And you sit down and you just try to relax, but it's very overwhelming emotionally and also energetically, because the energy is so powerful. And so she concentrates, and then she just trance channels, and she welcomes your own personal guides, your own personal spirit guides into her body, and she gives you the messages. So for about 40 minutes, the guides speak, and you just listen to what your guides have to say, and you haven't talked at that point at all. And then after the 30-40 minutes, you can ask your questions and your guides reply. And this was one of the most magical experiences I've ever had in my life. And this is why I started to become really interested in channeling and really fascinated about how you can communicate with other beings and other entities and just share their messages using vibrational information to unlock things in people. Because what happens, even as we speak right now, even as we listen to someone on a live, you are listening to me on the live, the guides are here, I'm just giving information that they want me to give you in this point in time. I'm just not hosting them in my body, but I am transmitting the information to you. And on a vibrational level, you can set intentions, you can unlock things, you can say, you can put requests to your guides, because they are here too. You are here, we are here in the same space, even though not physically, but energetically and vibrationally, we're in the same space. And you can ask for things to be unlocked. And this is something that I will do. I think in future lives, I would really love to walk you through a guided meditation and also activate some things in you as well, in terms of potentials, and also free some things in terms of healing. So remove all the blockages and things like that. This will be the topic of probably another live, but it's definitely something that I would like to do because it is so powerful. And so this really resonated with me, so I did a few sessions with her. You don't need to do sessions every often, so it was once per year I came back to her to talk to my guides. And especially when I went through this massive kundalini awakening and deep burnout, which was a complete restructuring of my energetic body and of my vibration to make it higher, I went to see them because I needed answers. I was so lost and confused that I really needed their help. And so after that, I asked them as well, how do I channel? I would like to learn how to channel. How do I do that? And they basically told me, you are already channeling. The smile that you give to a person on the street, you feel called to smile to that person, or the words that you will use to soothe a friend who is in need, or the information that will come through to you when you talk to people, when you give a presentation, or when you talk about your work, or anything else. When you feel that your heart area is expanding, basically what you're doing is that you are channeling. You're channeling information, you're channeling emotions, you're channeling words, you're channeling information as vibration, and you're giving them all of that. So basically, you already do it, and we already do it as human. We are channeling, but the difference between what we think we are saying and the channeling is the consciousness behind it. It's about being conscious of the fact that when we feel animated, when we feel that the words are flowing, when we feel that our heart is opening, that is channeling. And you don't need to know the source. You don't need to know who is giving you the information. If it's your higher self, if it's your spirit guides, if it's archangels, angels, if it's ascended masters, or if it's simply deceased loved ones, or light beings, anything. It doesn't really matter. It really doesn't matter, because what matters is the information that is transmitted with love, how you feel, and how the people that are receiving the information are feeling. So this is how I came to channeling, and then I continued developing those gifts with Anne Compton. She's one of my mentors. I could not recommend her work enough. She's the one that made me really discover my gifts fully. I followed a few trainings with her, and one about channeling symbols specifically, which I used to create channeled paintings. So I did my own channeled symbols that are healing, and this is something that I want to do a little bit more. But basically, she helped me so much, and she also taught me a lot about my own capacities. She's an amazing teacher. I will write her name down in the comments so you can look her up. She's just, I love her. She's got a YouTube channel with so many interesting videos as well. And she's based in the US, if you are in the US. So that's her name. Yes. Yes, Chai Data. So Chai Data is saying, so more or less we are channeling in our daily lives, or only during the spiritual sessions? No, you are channeling in your daily lives. You are channeling when, for example, typical example of the daily life that you can do is you write something. If you write a piece of content, sometimes it happens to me. I mean, it happens often to me, but imagine you write something and you spend hours writing a piece and you forget about it. And a few months after, or maybe a few years after, you read that piece and you feel that someone else wrote it. You don't feel that it's you that wrote that thing. You're like, oh my God, it's good, or it's flowing, or it seems so special. I don't remember writing that, or I don't think it's like me writing that. And basically what happens is this was channeled information. There are so many things that you are channeling without knowing. But then, of course, as I always say, we are not born being good at math or being with a very logical mind. We all have our talents, and some people will be talented to do channeling. Some other people are not meant to be doing that. It's a matter of life path. It's a matter of what your talents are. And we are all channeling to a certain extent, but then there are different types of channelings, of course, and there are also different levels to that. It's like, for example, jogging every Sunday and being a professional athlete. It's absolutely, not the same level. Both people are, practicing sport, but not at all at the same level. That's the image that they're giving me now, so that you can understand really the meaning of the concept. So let me go back to your questions. Welcome to anyone who's just joined the live. Okay, so Mel, you had a question. Can the universe draw you to a certain location to live, even though it's interstate and away from family? It's definitely possible. It's definitely possible. You have opportunities sometimes that lead you to other opportunities or that are presented to you, so you can learn something. Also, you can make a change, subtle or less subtle, in your life, so you can come back with being different. It's like they're showing me, the image that they're giving me is like when you play golf and you have to go through a certain the first hole, the second hole, the third hole, and you have to go through the third one to go to the fourth one before you can go to the fourth one. And sometimes it's about that. It's about going in those directions so you can then be able to follow your path, learn, gather information, so then you can go and continue your path. How you feel physically about that will determine if it's meant for you or not. Sometimes it will be an opportunity for you to set boundaries and to say, no, this is not what I want for my life. This doesn't resonate with me. It's not because you receive an opportunity as well that you're meant to be taking this opportunity. It's about how you feel in your body when you connect to all the possibilities that are in front of you. So when you have choices to make, what I really recommend to do is always first meditate about that, asking questions, asking for answers about, what would be good for me, and then feeling it in your body. The body is the number one compass about everything. If you feel like you're getting constricted in your chest and in your stomach, this is probably not a really good idea for you. If you feel like you're expanding, and if you feel like your heart is opening, if you feel it's scary because it doesn't meet the requirements, but at the same time you're expanding, I would follow this expansion. The expansion is always a good sign. And some things can be temporary. You never know. Life, especially now, in the day and age that we live in, things are shifting so rapidly. From 1 month to another, even from 1 week to another, from one day to another. Things just shift like this. And we can manifest better than ever. We are like such powerful, creative beings, and that's the beauty of it. So I would go with assessing with your body, with your intuition, meditating, asking for signs, and just, giving yourself the time to process the information that you receive before you make any decision. Twisaisa, I would like to host you and show our Berber culture, traditional and lifestyle. That would be amazing. I would love to come. If I plan a European trip, I will come to Morocco, because I know that you're very well connected with Geneva, and I would love to come. The desert is one of my dreams. Lovely to connect. I'm from Fiji. How do I leave my day job to continue teaching yoga but be okay and not think yoga won't give me good finance? Well, this is the case for many people, right? How do I leave my day job and continue my passion without being pressured? And so first, I would recommend to build your activity on the side of your work until you really feel that it's the time for you to leave, and that you can be financially secure. That would be my first advice. The second advice is definitely working on the money mindset. Having a good money mindset makes all the difference, because it enables you to take risks. I don't advise to be always safe. This is not what I'm saying when I say wait until you're secure enough to leave your job, but don't make hasty decisions if you don't have a solid money mindset. When you have a solid money mindset, you're able to actually take those big decisions and know that money will come, that abundance will come, that you can manifest. If you don't have confidence within yourself that you can manifest things in the physical world, if you have a scarcity mindset, if you're always worrying about the money, and if you have all this idea about you need to work hard to get money, money doesn't grow on trees, money is very difficult to create, the rich get richer, the poor get poorer, and all these ideas or the beliefs about money that are not serving you, I would first do that work. I would definitely first do that work. One person that is really good to do the work around money mindsets is called Manifestation Babe. You can find her on Instagram. She's got a Facebook group as well. She's got tons of programs, and she's got also tons of free challenges throughout the year that are really amazing. She's got also guided meditations and guided hypnosis to really change this money mindset. I think that following your passion, following what makes you feel happy, raises your vibration. When you raise your vibration, you're able to attract things on the matching vibration. You create opportunities for yourself. If you also stay in a job which doesn't make you happy, which really takes that energy off of you, which really drains you, which really is making you miserable, it's better to leave that job and then to create yourself opportunities. Because staying in something that is really bad for you, for your mental health, for your energy levels, for your well-being, will affect your energy, will affect your vibration, and you will be in that negative cycle. If it's an okay job, or if it's a job that you like but it's not your passion, I would actually think things differently. If it's something that really affects you on a deeper level, definitely think about leaving that environment, because you know, the universe is always bringing to us what is matching our vibration. So if you are on a low vibe, you'll get low vibe in all the other areas of your life. It will affect all the other areas. And if you want to manifest something, you really need to change, to raise your vibe first by using gratitude, affirmations, by, you know, doing all these little rituals that really raise your energy levels, that make you feel happy, alive, expanded. I always talk about the expansion of the heart, because this is your expansion of the heart, expansion of the belly, instead of like contraction, because this is the number one sign. And if you feel that, then you're able to focus on, you know, creating those intentions that you want to manifest in the matter. Let me check. Thank you for your questions. Yes. Twisaisa, I'm organizing trekking tours in desert and organizing meditation yoga in desert. How beautiful. You're trying to convince me and it's working. I love Barbara Marciniak and the Pleiadians. Beautiful. I'm so happy that you're liking her and following her. Yay. Okay. Yeah. So you say, wow, yes, I did a video today and felt I channeled my messages. Definitely, when you feel like you're in that flow, when you feel that you're connected, when you feel like the content just goes like that, like everything that I talk about now and answering your question is just flow. It's channeling. It's what the guides are giving me. All the images that come into my mind that I'm translating to you, it's messages that the guides are giving me, so that you really understand the concepts. That's so good. Thank you, Caroline, for your time. It's a pleasure to meet you and show you my traditional Berber culture and lifestyle. Yes, that's amazing. Mel, thank you, Caroline. I'm trying to do exactly that. No opportunity as such has been offered to me. It's just a feeling I can't get out of my mind. Thank you once again. You're welcome. Yay. Thank you, Lana. Amazing. Do you guys have any other questions? I'm here for you and I'm available. We'll still have half an hour together, so I'll take probably a couple of more questions and then I will go to the live readings. Yeah, I think channeling is such a beautiful topic, and it's such a deep topic at the same time, such a not complex, but it's so full of information that of course it's hard to break it down in an hour live, but it's still so, like, I will talk about channeling as well again, and I really want to, like, give me a heart in the comment section if you would be interested to have live attunements, because this is something that I really want to do. And they're showing me that I need to use my voice and do some kind of singing to do that. Use my singing bowl, my Tibetan bowl as well, and just guide you through meditations, because yes, this is definitely something that the guides want me to give you, and this is something that I would like to give you as well, probably in future lives. Welcome to the live for those of you who have just joined. Ah, love this live. I have lifted my energy so much and everything has changed dramatically. I'm so happy, Mel. It makes me really happy to read that. Yes, you deserve it. Okay, so if there are not any questions from your end, give me a little heart if you would like. No, not a heart. Give me a thumbs up. What are the available emojis? A thumbs up if you would like a reading. A little card for you for the next couple of weeks to see what the energies are and what there is in store for you. It's also I didn't talk about it, and actually I think I need to talk about it just a little. It's been a very intense week this week because we've had the full moon. I wrote a post about that in my feed that you can find, and also you can download my full moon ritual workbook for the next full moon if you haven't already. It's totally free and it will enable you to create your own full moon ritual. There's one in French and one in English. So with the full moon, with the equinox, with being in Mercury retrograde, with what else? I think it's already a lot. Oh yeah, and the sun moving in Aries, there has been such planetary movements that this week has been shaking us quite a lot. And it has been uncomfortable for some, really comfortable for others. We're living like a month of emotional lots of emotions coming up to the surface to being dealt with, lots of things popping up. So it's been a very, very powerful week. Plus the equinox is a very powerful moment where it's really the end of a big cycle and the beginning of a new one. So it's kind of, to me, this week has been the real beginning of 2019. Because the first 3 months were really a transitional phase, and now we're starting the year. And now it's gonna really, if you felt like things were moving slow, even though things have been moving quite fast, but if you felt like things were not moving as much as you wanted them to, then it's absolutely not a surprise. It's because the beginning of the year is now, and now things are gonna really move forward. Thank you very much for your time you're giving to this live. I really love. I thank you again. I like all that you said. Thank you so much, Twisaisa. You're very welcome. My pleasure. I had one the last time, so I will only ask if no one else is wanting one. Okay, Chaidata Aliyah. It was an amazing experience with your full moon ritual process. You did use the workbook. I'm so happy you did. Many people have used it and said that it was really beautiful, and I'm so happy. And this, we're talking about channeling, but this is an example of something that was completely channeled from A to Z, because I put the content together, content plus design, in 24 hours. And this never happened to me before, to put together so much content. I did all the design myself and the content in 24 hours. I started to write things down, and then I couldn't stop typing on my keyboard. It was literally putting that all together. It was flowing, coming out, and it was the right time, and the guides really told me that it was meant to be out, and the result was it got a massive pickup. So many people downloaded it, so many people used it, and so many people shared about it. So it was really, really, really wonderful to see. And if you do have friends who would love this workbook, direct them to my webpage so they can download their own copy, because I think it's always handy if you don't know where to start, how to do your little full moon ritual by yourself at home, or if you want to do a little woman circle and use this workbook. What I will do for the next full moon is I will organize virtual full moon circle via Zoom, and it will be probably free for the first one. So then you can join in and we can go through the workbook together, going through the little ritual ceremony. It will be nice with nice music, guided meditation, and really I will lead this circle. So then we have the energy of the collective, the energy of the group, to be able to really manifest our desires, you know, do the forgiveness process together, which is very powerful. I've done that many times with women in my home physically, but never virtually. I've participated into full moon circles on a virtual level in Zoom, but never led them. So this will be a first for me, and I can't wait to do that. After this, frankly speaking, I feel like spending my time amidst the natural surroundings. Yes, I completely understand. I completely understand. It makes you connect with nature so much, and on such a deeper level. It's really beautiful. Like, I think one of my gifts as well is to gather people together and to create those communities, and this is something that I really want to do more in the future. I really want to do more gathering of women, because the power of groups is unbelievable. It's a vortex of deep transformation. It's a high energy, high vibe context container where magic can truly happen, transformations, and you can meet friends from all over the world, because my clients are really international. I'm not, I'm based in Bali, but I have clients in the US, in Canada, in Latin America, in Europe, all over Europe, in Australia, here in Bali as well. I mean, in India, from everywhere. So it's really beautiful because you can connect all together, and that is the perfect container for deep transformations and deep magical things. Yes. So who would like a card? I'm gonna do the card readings now. We have 20 minutes left. Just send me a little heart in the comments. You need to literally type the heart in the comment section, otherwise I cannot see it. Heart. And if you do have friends who would be interested in those lives, or who would be interested in what I do, or who would be interested as well, or if you are interested in coaching, because I do have coaching programs available, and I know that it's life transformative, because I'm not only a coach, I'm an intuitive guide and I'm a channel. So it's like this mix of having a cheerleader by your side, helping you achieve things, and really being connected to your purpose, to your passion, to what makes you feel alive, makes you vibrate on a deeper level, extract that juice, your precious gifts, so you can use that into the world, and couple that with intuitive guidance on what is good for you and what your guides want to tell you, so that I can really help you manifest miracles. If you are interested, you can definitely message me after the live and we can talk about that, or you can send me your friends if you know people who would benefit from coaching, because I mean it's really life transformative. So who we are, Shaidata. The card just flew. I love, they're always flying. So are you ready for your card? Your card is redefine boundaries. You have been giving too much. You have been giving of yourself too much. You have been accepting too much. And it might not be even fully conscious for you that some people are probably abusing you, like they're taking advantage of you, of your kindness, of your radiating energy, of your generosity, of your loving and caring heart. And now you need to start thinking about yourself. You need to really start focusing on yourself and on what is okay for you and what is not okay anymore. And ask yourself this question: what behaviors or who am I tolerating in my life that really is not serving me, that is really not helping me grow into my full potential? That's what they're saying. Because it's about that. You're going through a transformation. You're really going through a personal growth, an accelerated personal growth process. And the question of having people around you that really support this growth is really important. So you really want to ask yourself the questions: is this person really helping me being the best version of myself, or is this person slowing me down and always taking my energy? Do I feel, they're telling me to tell you, do I feel energized when I leave this person, or do I feel depleted energetically? Do I need to go and take a nap, or do I feel like I'm inspired, I'm vibrating really high, I feel I could do anything right now, and you want to spread even more greatness to the world? Ask yourself these questions and learn to say no. Learning to say no is the biggest act of self-love that exists. Why? Because saying no to someone or saying no to something means that you're saying yes to yourself. You're listening to yourself, to your needs, and to the needs of your soul. So this is really bringing the attention back to what your needs are, to the internal world within you. And they're telling me that you need to be focusing on what you want out of life and what your priorities are. And your priorities should be you, should be things linked to you and to your personal growth, your personal development, and how you feel on a daily basis. You should not put other people first into your life. Does this resonate? I'm sure it does. I'm asking, but I know it does. Yay. Welcome to this live. Yeah, so you're saying absolutely, you are on dot. People take advantage from me, but after that they throw me like shit. So it's really time for you to put that full stop and say, no, I'm not taking that anymore. I'm just like, no, my own priority is myself. And I want balanced relationships. But this is an internal work. This is a work that you need to do with yourself. It's often, it's often linked to self-worth and self-love, because when you are a helper, when you're there always to support people, to cheer people, to give of your energy, to be that radiating being in people's lives, we often do not take care as much of ourselves, when actually you need to take care first about yourself and learn what is okay and what is not okay, so then you can be clearer with your boundaries. And it's just step by step. You can't just put big boundaries straight away in your life, you cannot go from nothing to everything. Like, it's just impossible. It needs to be gradual. It needs to be a gradual process. And every time you manage to set a boundary, even a small one, you just need to celebrate yourself, because then you are reprogramming your subconscious. You're really reprogramming that so that your filters are more efficient towards what is serving you and what is not serving you. Hello, Carrie MS. Welcome to this live. So who else would like a card? I'm trying to find who else would like a card? Just write a little comment below if you want a card. Let me go back up. Okay, Twisa Isa, a card for you. We have 10 minutes left. I cannot believe how fast this is always going. I would love to do more of them, but I have my French peeps to satisfy as well, so. And I love doing those lives, I really do. Okay, so Twisa Isa, my friend. Your card is the Be Happy Now card. And it's very simple. You have a very positive nature, they're telling me. And you have this capacity to see the goodness and the greatness in many things. However, you have some things from your past that are remaining in the background that kind of tarnish this light and this feeling of happiness that you could really be experiencing more profoundly. It's like you have this really beautiful white canvas and there are a few stains of something dark on the canvas, and it's really kind of affecting the general mood. So they're telling me that you need to forgive. There is someone in your past, or some people, actually more than one person, that have done things that have wronged you, that have done things that really have upset you on a deeper level, and you have not let that go. It's like in the background, it's a background running program, and they're telling me that it's really important for you to really get rid of that. Do a little ritual, write down a letter where you say that you forgive those people, then burn this letter. So do that forgiveness process, because it will clear space in your field and you'll be able to experience full happiness in the now. At the moment, you're a very, bright. It's funny because you're very, like they're showing me, your energy is very radiant as well. But in the background, it's not all radiance. And focus on that. Focus on really on the forgiveness process so you can really experience that. Yes. Does that resonate with you, my friend? Okay. I will be taking a private session with you very soon. Thank you, Chaidata. Okay, so who else? Who else would like a reading? Yay. Hello, Nat. Welcome. Pech Chan Create. Okay. We have 8 minutes. So I'm going to do you and I'm going to fit someone else. So anyone else who would like a card, just like drop me a little message. And you know, it's funny because it's not by chance that you are listening to this live. And if you are on this live right now, your soul has guided you here. And second, if you think that you come here and you just want your card reading, it's, you know, there's a lot more things going on than that, actually, on a deeper level. And the deeper level is every single reading that I gave resonates with you as well, or with a part of your life as well. So don't focus on your own card, but listen to what has been said for other people, because this relates to you as well. And the second thing is that the information that I give on the subtle level, in the invisible level, is shifting things within your structure, and you'll feel more energized after this live. You'll feel different. You'll feel like some weight has been lifted off your shoulder. This is the magic of those lives, of this channeling, and of all these transmissions. Okay, Mel, only if no one else is wanting one. Okay. So, Pet Chen Create. Head versus heart. This is your card. So for you, it's all about stopping mentalizing things and try to feel more. It's great to be able to use your mind. It's great to be able to use your brain. It's great to be able to be organized, to be structured, to be logical, to be rational, to be really like, they're showing me it's like a Tetris game in your head, and it's like everything is falling into place like this. It's actually quite funny. But there's more than that. How do you feel? How does your body feel? How does the life experience translate emotionally for you? It's like everything is stuck here. The energy needs to go down into your body and into your heart area specifically. So maybe there is an issue in your life at the moment, like something that would require you to access your emotions, and you're not really doing that. You're blocking it willingly or unconsciously. You have blockages to access your heart. We've all been hurt in the past, it's true. We've all had our lots of disappointments, of hurts, of painful moments, of treason, of everything. We've all been through shit. Excuse me for my language, but it's the reality. We've all been through difficult things. And it's about accepting those events as part of who we are. This has shaped us. And it's also accepting the fact that we are really being asked to leave the past behind and to really free ourselves from all this baggage to be able to move forward. So there is something that you do not want to feel, but it's like life is going to show you how to feel that, to really release it, to be able to leave it behind you, so you can really embrace more the emotional part instead of the mentalizing. Maybe you are connected to your emotions, but then it's coming back to this, but mentalizing or analyzing or trying to understand the emotions. And you know, they're showing me this image of like this surgical procedure, trying to reach to the depths of things to understand the functioning of, no, just feel things. I too feel the I think. So, welcome to this live. So Mel, I guess I'm gonna give you a card too. Oh, there's someone else. Loot Gatek, are you still here? Okay. I'll do one for Loot Gatek quickly, and Mel, I'll give you one in PM after that. Oof. The card of beginnings. You're starting something new and exciting in your life right now. You're going through something very exciting, and it's gonna be great. You're gonna be very successful. I don't know what it is. I feel it's in the professional arena, or there's a new project or something that you're creating or you're working on at the moment. And yes, it's really about those new beginnings, this exciting time. Trust, because they're telling me you're fully supported. You're gonna ask yourself some questions, but along the way you'll receive the answers. It's like they're giving you tips slowly but surely, like tips, advice, signs. Everything is on your path. You're exactly aligned. It's really the sense of new beginnings, lots of new energy, lots of possibilities, lots of things coming up in your life that are very exciting. You feel rejuvenated. You feel like in this high energy. You're doubting a little bit that you are going to manage to do everything or organize everything, but they're showing me you're completely guided along the way, and they're showing me that you're picking the signs, so you're quite connected. So this is very positive. This is a great thing for you. Trust in the universe and trust in your guides, and ask for help when you need help or when you need some question answers, because you will get the answers and you will get the signs. And then, great. Okay. Hi Dominique, I'm great, thank you. How are you doing? Nice to see you here. Yes. Petchan Create, I will take a note of that. I'm glad to hear that. Always, take notes. If you resonate with the content, great. If you don't, just, keep it in the back of your mind. It always makes sense at one point. Okay, so they're telling me I have 1 minute 45 left on this live. So thank you so much for joining it. Thank you so much for always being there. I'm really happy I can really be of service, share everything about all those topics that I love so much. My heart is full right now. I'm really, really excited. If you do have any questions, don't hesitate to ask them to me. I do my best to reply with my capabilities, because I do receive a lot of private messages, but it's always a pleasure to do so. If you are interested to know more about my work or about what I do, just go in my Instagram feed, read my articles. In my bio you have the link to my website. You can go on my website, check it out. I offer, as I said earlier, those 12 weeks coaching with me. I target women who really want to be committed to their personal growth and want to make a positive impact on this world. I'm really excited about this project. I'm also I'm working on an online program at the moment that will be released end of April, early May. Until then, I will see you in 2 weeks for our next Cosmic Chai Sundays. I'm sending you lots and lots of love, and